Welcome. This is a presentation from DIY Marketing, where we say, yes, you can. Now, roll up your shirt sleeves and get out your elbow grease. You're going to learn how to become a dynamic DIY marketer.
Hello, this is Lauren Darr. I am coming to you from DIY Marketing TV, and I am here with your license to market. And what do I mean by that? Well, I mean using one of the most inexpensive, cheap, easy things to do to get your brand awareness and information out there to the marketplace. And that is using your license plates on your vehicles. This is one of the cheapest vehicles for advertising, pun intended, that you can use to generate some brand awareness. You can have them customized. It's pretty inexpensive through whatever state entity you're using. I know every state has different laws for license plates, and so you'll have to check in on that with whatever state you're in. But this is one of those really quick and quirky marketing ideas, but it's one of those that's really, really effective. And it's amazing how many companies and people aren't doing this, which means for you, you will stand out even more if you take advantage of something you have to pay for every year anyway, quite frankly, which is your license plate, unless you want your vehicle towed or like get arrested or whatever. So you have to pay for it anyway. Spend a little bit more money. It's totally cheap. Pay the state to have a customized license plate. You have to pay for the cost of the plate anyway. It's not that much more to just add on that cost. They're durable, they last a long time, and it gets you a lot of exposure. Think about the number of vehicles that you pass on the road every day. And now, if you are a company like a trucking company or a service company, maybe an electric service company that has to have a lot of vans or a lot of vehicles, you absolutely should have every one of the vehicles in your fleet branded so that they stand out in the marketplace, because that garners you a lot more exposure. Now, one of the limitations that you have with doing license plates is the character limitation. Most of them are limited to 7. So you'll need to get a little bit creative with that. So for example, if you're a babysitting service, you might have to use the word babysit, or if you are a cleaning service, maybe something like wash, the number 4 and you. If you've got a mascot that is kind of known in your marketplace, which like a lot of radio and TV stations do, you might call out the name of that mascot or name what the mascot is, for example, like the frog. For a company like mine, my vehicle, I could have, I can't obviously have DIY marketing because that's too many letters, but I can parse that down into DIY MKTG and make that fit within that 7-character limitation. Whatever you decide to do, just make sure that it's memorable for your brand. So if you are in a state where you are only required to have 1 license plate, whereas some states require you to have 1 on the front and 1 on the back, if you're in a state where you're required only to have the 1, think about getting your customized branded plate, but also have a custom plate made for the other side, like the front, that actually has your logo and maybe your website address or a phone number on it. So you also might want to consider getting a toll-free number that matches whatever you have on the plate, or even getting that web domain. And that's not in the spirit of, oh my goodness, I got to have all of these websites, but more of an automatic forward. Buy that web domain, so if someone types that in while they're driving along and they're on their 3G or 4G phone and they want to punch that in, then it will automatically go to your main website with an automatic domain forward. Those are just some ideas for how you can creatively use something that you already have to have in a way that markets your business and propels you to even better marketing success. And I encourage you to leave me any comments or questions on the website. And this is Lauren Darr for DIYmarketing.tv.
This has been a presentation of DIY Marketing. Thank you for joining us. Now get out there and market, because oh yes, you most certainly can.